decision was made. We're happy to have state-of-the-art milking equipment in there now installed. Cheese auction donations and a donation from the Lewis County Holstein Club made it all possible. So stop over to the building sometime and you can look in the overhead door and you can take a look at it. As you know, I've been the MC for the cheese auction for 30 years. That's when the building was built. I'd like to recognize my daughter Tracy Urena, standing here behind me. She keeps track of the money. She writes your receipt. And she'll ask you how you want your cheese cut when you buy it. I don't know, maybe some of you have heard that I'm retiring from being the superintendent of the dairy building and heading up the cheese auction. My daughter Wendy Klosner will be the new superintendent. That's her right there. I had some. Give her the hat. Yeah, you're lucky you get to wear a hat now. And her husband, Matt Klosner, will be in charge of the dairy building and the milking department maintenance. Sometimes that can be a real headache. My granddaughter, Megan Klosner, will be the master of ceremonies for the cheese auction. Give her. Okay, I'm going to be turning this over to Megan right now. She just finished her first year of college at Morrisville, so she's ready to take on the world.
Okay, good morning everybody. Welcome to the 31st Annual Cheese Auction. We will be selling 20-pound, 10-pound, and 5 10-pound blocks of cheddar cheese and variety of specialty cheese donated by Lavo Producers Co-op. We have several thank yous to the Lavo Producers Co-op, especially Andy Laszlo, Bill Dustin, and Jamie Moroff, and then Kraft Heinz, and we have Chris Palmerville and Gerald Heddick here with us today. We'll now move on to the parade of enhancement calves. We have 2 recipients this year, Ada Bolivar, which is a Holstein, and Gail Clark with a Brown Swiss. The funds from this cheese auction help provide kids with these animals. These first 2 heifers here are this year's recipients, and then these next 3 heifers that are coming in are last year's recipients. These kids have to show them for 2 years to fill out like a contract that they have, the application they have to fill out.
Simpson, Ella Cummings, Harper Abbey, and Caroline Murray. Here with me. Our court is looking forward to having a great week at Fair. You can either catch us in the parade later tonight at 6:30 or see us in the dairy booth in the Dairy Industry Building. This year we have good specials, but I would like to share that Thursday we have two specials, which is a chocolate swirl ice cream and ice cream nachos. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a great service.
Thank you. Now we're going to be moving on to awards. We're doing the Young Farmer Award first, which is sponsored by the Dairy Industry Building and presented by Melissa Spence.
Hi everybody. Since 1975, the Lewis County Dairy Industry Building Committee has honored a young dairy producer who has exhibited sound management practices that helps them stand out from their peers. They are nominated by someone in the local community and recognized for their level of dairy herd, crop, and financial management. This year, I am honored to present the Lewis County Young Farmer Award to two brothers that are fifth-generation farmers, Lee and Clayton O'Brien of Irish Settlement Farm. The committee chose Lee and Clayton since they both are business partners and close in age, working side by side to receive this award. In 2000, Stephen and Joanne O'Brien purchased the farm on Route 12 and milked 85 cows in a tie stall barn, and eventually added an addition to the barn to 105 milking cows. Lee graduated from SUNY Skill in 2006 with an associate's degree in ag business and continued to work on the farm during the weekends while in college. Before deciding to farm full-time, Stephen and Joanne gave their son the opportunity to work off the farm, and Lee chose to make dairy farming his life. Lee is on the board of directors of Lee is on the board of directors of Loudville Producers. Lee and his wife, Jacqueline, are very busy raising their family of 5 children: Clara, Blaine, Amelia, Hank, and Jack. Clayton worked off the farm for several years and decided to come back to the farm in 2016. Clayton and his wife, Justine, has 3 children: Kinsley, Adeline, and Lila. In 2016, when Clayton returned, O'Brien's rented a farm on the West Road, milking 60 cows, which Clayton managed. The O'Briens boarded their heifers out at this time. So both brothers worked on the land together and milked cows in separate locations until the new facility was built in 2023. Lee partnered in 2019 and Clayton partnered in 2025 to farm the Irish Settlement Farm, LLC, with their parents, Stephen and Joanne. In 2023, the new facility on Route 12 was built, expanded to 300 cows with a double 12 parallel milking parlor, and will expand again this year to 450 cows. They own or rent over 700 acres of land, growing 300 acres of corn and 350 acres of alfalfa. Hay. Their crops are custom harvested. They receive cost-share funding from the New York State Ag Non-Point Source Abatement and Control Program for a 2 million gallon manure storage facility to follow the CAFO regulations. I know after speaking to Lee and Clayton's parents that they are so proud of both their sons and are blessed to have them working with them, raising their children on the farm, and appreciating all that they have accomplished. Please join me in congratulating Lee and Clayton O'Brien and their families from Loudville, New York, as recipients of the Lewis County 2025 Young Farmer Award. Everybody got
the Lewis County Farm Bureau and presented by Jill Schultz.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to present today's Distinguished Farmer Award on behalf of the Lewis County Farm Bureau Board. I'd also like to thank the Dairy Industry Building for allowing us to present the award at an event like this so the recipients can receive from their peers, the recognition from their peers. This award started in 1977 and it was given to Claude Bardo. He was the first recipient of this award, and the award is for a farmer or farm couple at least 60 years of age who is actively involved in farming and involved in bettering their community and our Farm Bureau members. The recipient this year of the Distinguished Farmer Award was recently recognized as Century Farm. His grandparents purchased the farm in 1923, and the current owner is a third generation on the farm and took over in 1981. In the 80s, they were milking 135 cows in a tie stall barn, and in 2000 they transitioned to a freestall with a double 8 milking parlor. And today, the herd has grown to 1,600 cattle and expanded to a double 15 parlor. This couple they're strong supporters of the Lewis County Holstein Club and the Lewis County Fair. They've always had a passion for showing registered Holsteins, and they've earned several Premier Breeder and Exhibitor Awards at the Lewis County Fair. In addition to love for the dairy, there's also strong supporters for their church and family, where they can be found supporting at stone soup suppers and other events. So please join me in congratulating Doug and Patty Mosier for this year's Distinguished Farmer Award. And I don't know if you know, they're really big in the maple industry. They're instrumental with the Maple Museum at Krogan. You couldn't ask for a nicer people. Congratulations, Jane. I don't know if you know that we lost half
hesitate to get some. Thank you very much. I'm not sure they get a picture of it.
Congratulations, Jane. You really are.
As usual, the cheese will be cut and vacuum sealed at Lava Producers, and you can pick it up there starting Thursday morning. Please pick up your cheese this week. See Tracy to pay for your cheese and tell her how you would like to be cut. The fifth cheese will be the baked cheese, and Kraft Heinz will match the winning bid. Thank you to Kraft Heinz. Reminder, this is all for the kids. Now let's get started. Let's hear a big welcome for our auctioneer, Joe Bush. On the side of the ring right here, the Lewis County Hosting Club is selling their t-shirts, and you can buy tickets for this amazing raffle cap that you can win.
Okay, thank you everybody, and we'd like to welcome you to the 31st Annual Cheese Auction and the 204th edition of the Lewis County Fair. With that all said, we're ready to start the cheese auction, and if we miss you, wave your hand and make eye contact or something so we don't miss anybody. Alrighty, and the first one is 10 pounds of sharp cheddar. Alright, what do you want to give? Who'll give 500? Go. Who'll give 500? 500 anywhere, 500. 500. How about 3 and go? 300, 300, 250, we got 250, now 300, 250, now 300, now 300, now 350, now 400, 400, now 450, 450, 450, now 500, 450, now 500, 450, now 500, $500 bill anywhere, 500, we got 450, 500, $500 bid anywhere, 500, 500, 450, Leo, Lava Farmers Co-op. Next, 10-pound wheel of Gouda. 10-pound wheel of Gouda. All right, what do you want to give for that? Where do you want to start that? We'll give 500. Go. We'll take 3. 3 anywhere is 250. 250 anywhere is 250. 250 anywhere is 250. 250. 200. 200. $200 bid anywhere is 200. 100. 100. We'll let everybody in. 100 anywhere is 100. $100 bill anywhere is 100. $100 bid. We got 100. Now 150. 125. Now 125. We got 100. Now 125. 125. Now 150. 150. 150. Now 175. 175. Now 200. We got 175. Now 200. 175. Now 200. $200 anywhere is 200. 200 anywhere is 200. 200. Now 2 and a quarter. We got 200. Now 2 and a quarter. 200. Now 225. 225 anywhere is 225. We got 200. Now 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter anywhere is 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter. 200. How do you want that? Schultz family cheese?
No, Joe Schultz.
Joe Schultz? Joe Schultz. 10 pounds of sharp cheddar. 10 pounds of sharp cheddar. All right, what do you want to give for that? Who'll give 500? How about 3 and go? 3 anywhere is 250. 250, 250. Now 3. We got 250. Now 3. Now 350. We got 3. Now 350. We got 300. Now 350. 300. Now 350. 350. 350. Now 400. 350. Now 400. Now 450. 450. 450 anywhere is 450. 4 and a quarter. How about 425? We got 400. How about 425? 425 anywhere is 425. 425 anywhere is 425. 425. 400 Keith Farmers, Northern New York Farmers Market. $5 pounds of mustard. 5 pounds of mustard. All right.
have it, the winner of the Big Cheese for $10,025 to support youth and agriculture in Lewis County.
I'd like to thank everybody. Don't be afraid to open your wallets up. The next generation needs all the help we can give them.